hold on. Oh, just got to do a little rearranging here. Here we go. Put this over here. No. I'm shy. No. Ah! I actually have to widen my screen here. There we go. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Hey! It's working! Hey! Good to see ya. Oh my god, the hype is real. Oh my god. So, yeah. It seems to be working, and my computer hasn't crashed yet. But yeah, it's, obviously there's still some more fixes I need to do, but it's working. But yeah, I've, let's see, let me turn down the volume in my earpiece here. Hopefully it's not too loud. Desktop audio, let's see here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that should be okay there. But yeah, yeah, let me go ahead and, oops, minimize that. Yeah, so I've got my controls here. But yeah, I can kind of guide around. I have a microphone in my scene right here. I can actually turn that off, but it's I thought I added it in because I thought it was really funny. But yeah, I'll kind of show you really briefly here. So where is it? Yeah, so I have my Warudo editor open here, and this is basically it. So I have my editor, and I also have my window off the side of the screen. So if I can pull that in, that's basically how I'm controlling my avatars, by basically interfacing with this scene and clicking and dragging, and then there's a plugin on OBS that basically reads this window and projects it to OBS, kind of like my PNG tuber. But yeah, over here I can, let's see here, waiting. I'll go ahead and disable the microphone there. But yeah, the lip sync is not entirely perfect, but it's still functional. It's functional mostly so that I can, you know, it can pronounce words pretty well, but it's not one-to-one. That's the thing. But yeah, for the most part, it's close enough, and that's kind of the key here. I did have some issues with the. Well, I'm still working out with some kinks with the mouth and blend shapes, but I'll see if I can show you in just a second. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. But yeah, he's definitely working quite nicely. Let's see here. 1 second. Yeah, I'll just pull him down here. There we go. And then I will open, let's see here, last session, recover, Rune V52. Yes, this should be the one. Yep. So far I haven't dropped any frames, so that's good. All right, so this is my my brand new rig. I love it, XD. Thank you so much. But yeah, so the rig that I got back from the guy that I commissioned is definitely a lot simpler than the rig that I was originally planning. Originally, this was going to have, like, you know, joints around the wrists and and like each finger bone, and there's like twist joints and shoulder joints and IKs, and it was kind of a mess. Also, you know, Yeah, note how simple this mouth is. How simple the controls are for the eyes and the lips and all that stuff. But yeah, it's actually working. So here's the tricky part that I'm currently in the fixing stage right now. All hail Rune. Thanks. Oh, that's funny. Uh, but yeah, if I can just move my head out of the way here. What's kind of going on over here in this side of Blender is something called shape keys. And I have shape keys that control all the vowels and pronunciations. So I can control like happy, angry, sad. Most of these are emotions. But what I worked on yesterday was this one. So if I turn this to 1, he has a nice wide open mouth here. But as I got this back, I discovered that there was quite a number of problems, which kind of kept me busy for the last few days, getting him prepared for the stream. So yeah, I'll turn that to 0, and I'll show you some of the rest of the blend shapes here. So here's E. Yeah, you can kind of see, these are, like, A is the only one I worked on so far that I've been fixing, and most of I was just kind of testing to see if it worked, but, E is not much. Like, I'm not very happy with the way that some of these blend shapes turned out. This one is okay. For O, I'd kind of like the mouth a little bit bigger. I is, again, nothing, it's not good, but it's not bad. So that it needs improvement. But I'll show you what actually does need a lot of improvement. So I have some of these emotions here. Happy, it's okay, but oh my goodness, the way angry and sad kind of turned out, well, I'll just show you. So yeah, that's going to require a little bit of work, because what I envisioned doing was something a little bit closer to Zelda the Wind Waker, and I thought I expressed that a little bit better, but it just... but anyway, well, it's not to shame somebody's skill or talent, but I kind of wish that they'd spent a little bit more time on that, or maybe a little bit, but anyway, that's... we're neither here nor there. Now I can fix it myself, and I can kind of figure out how to get there from here. So that shouldn't be any trouble. And I tested this out yesterday, and it works. So all I really have to do is go into these shape keys, change them how I want, and then we'll be off to the races. Although, one problem after the other, I noticed when I was working on the inside of my mouth, there was a lot of decoupled vertices. There was a lot of vertices that became unmerged, and I thought, what the yeah, like, how did that happen? And so there's a lot of like vertices here that need to that I need to reattach, and I have no idea how my how he did. I don't know how that happened beyond like, obviously this what I know I've specifically fixed a lot of those issues when I did it the first time, but I don't know. I think he kind of... I hate to say somebody screwed up, but somebody definitely screwed up. But anyway, that should be a pretty simple fix for the most part. A little frustrating, but otherwise, yeah, we're... yeah, see right here. Merge that to there. Come on. Here we go. Of course, it's got to, when it does that, it has to recalculate all of the weight painting stuff, so there's a lot of data attached to our model here. But yeah, let me check that now that I have my blend shape back open. Ew, see? Yeah, there's another thing that's been cut open like that. See? It's just... ugh. Why? How? Is that? But yeah, in any case, but yeah, I'll stop messing with that for now. It is what it is, and yeah, I can appropriate that. I can do the fixes from here, and but anyway, so let's see here. Let me put this guy back here, and then I'll do a let's see here. Move this guy back up. All right, nice. So what's next is actually I'll showcase something really quick for you guys. So I click inside of here. I actually got a little bit of the shader working inside of my model. So if I don't want to enlarge that window, but this guy I can change here. Hold on. So yeah, if I change this, that changes the width inside of OBS. Okay, that's cool. And you know what? Yeah, maybe I'll just make this really big here, like so. Okay. That way you guys can see a little bit more, and that way my head doesn't get cut off at the top. But in any case, I got some of the shader stuff that I wanted to do inside of inside here, although it's not quite acting the way I'd like. It was working inside of Blender. I'll show you really quick. But yeah, anyway, so I have like these hash marks here, and they actually are obscured by the shadows inside of Blender. So that part is actually working, but for some reason it's not working here in Marudo, where the model is actually being lit. So yeah, little stuff like that, little kinks like that I just need to work out. But yeah, beyond that, I've got the lighting working, the shading is working pretty nicely. I also did some stuff to the eyes as well. Like, I've got my emissive map working pretty nicely. So my eyes are actually being read quite nicely. So I think I did a pretty good job with that. What else is there? Yeah, so I have my debrief here. Actually, one second. Let me pull this out here. Oh, get organized. Yeah, so I have my I have this guy here. So I made a pure ref sheet for my debut stream. So mostly this is gonna be a debut stream, but also at the same time it's gonna be a quick debrief of everything that I learned and everything that I could improve after everything that I've basically went through in the last 6 months, because character modeling is it's a very technical thing. There's a lot of steps involved, and I just kind of wanted to review things that I did correctly, because a lot of this is still pretty new to me. So Rune 3D debriefing and debut. So about me, hi, I'm Rune. I'm a 3D artist and a game developer. I'm in my 30s, and I live with my parents. Trying to give a thumbs up, but it's not quite. I had about. Yeah, it'll do. But anyway, so I'm in my 30s, live with my parents. My birthday is June 7th. I have autism and ADHD. My skills, I specialize in hard surface modeling and texturing. I love to create environments. I'm currently finishing my very first VR chat world, which will not be the last, because I do intend to create more. I work part-time at Amazon while I stream, and I also volunteer as a 3D art lead remotely for a startup indie game studio. I won't say which one. I'm bound to an NDA, and that's all I'm really going to say about that. So, yeah. Currently, I stream 3 days per week for roughly 4 to 5 hours. My current schedule is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, GMT 7. My state doesn't observe daylight savings time, so that might throw a little bit of a wrench in this little Mountain Standard Time deal, but, well. Let's see here. My favorite hobbies: I like games, movies, dad jokes. I like to draw. I like to exercise, and I'm a sword fighter. So that's actually one thing that I really would like to put inside of my Warudo model, because you can integrate props. So I'd like to figure out how to export props from Blender into Warudo, because I can actually attach things to my character. But yes, like I said, I also say dad jokes. So I'll kind of show you something really quick here. Yay. And you can probably see that I'm holding something. Let's see here. Come on. You can't really see the model, but you can probably see my hands gesturing, but oh well. Not quite working. I have a friend who really hates living in the center of the U.S. She says she's constantly in the state of Missouri. Why do wood carvings take so long? Because they have to be done whittle by whittle. Ah? Bad patch. Bad patch. Go to your room. My coworker Celsius needs to take some time off, so they hired a guy named Kelvin to cover for him. He's the new temp. Anyway, yeah. So that's my dad joke enthusiasm there. Other than that, just a little bit about me. Favorite games I've played a lot. Legend of Zelda, Half-Life, Unreal Tournament, Blade and Sorcery, Halo, Elder Scrolls, Myst. A lot of Star Wars games. Too many to really list, but I think my favorites are Knights of the Old Republic, X-Wing Alliance. What else is there? So Fallout, RimWorld, Civilization 4, Arma 3, Hitman, Max Payne. Anyway, so favorite movies and TV shows. I like Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Breaking Bad, 2001, Pulp Fiction, all that stuff. There's some anime shows that I've thrown in here also, just to kind of keep the list, not too indulgent, because there's a lot that I like. And obviously I have a lot of favorites, and I can't. They're favorites for very different reasons, because I like science fiction and fantasy. Altogether, 2 out of 5 for all those dad jokes. Yeah, that's about right. All right, so, but yeah. Other than that, that's basically a very abridged version of about me, because I didn't really want to indulge too much in my debut stream. I'm not exactly. I mean, who do I think I am? I'm not exactly Vshoujo or I'm not Iron Mouse or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep it kind of brief and just straight to the point. No pressure. But anyway, for the last 6 months, I've been learning how to convert my PNG tuber into a 3D model. So you guys have probably seen my my PNG tuber, which I can probably pull up here, but I don't know if I can run both at the same time. Let's see if I can give it a shot. Where are you? Yeah, let's see this. Aha! Yeah, there he is. So, yeah. It's not the same color. Now that I look at it on my, he's not really the same color palette, but I'll see if I can do a little bit of adjusting to the lighting, just to kind of, make things a little bit better-ish. I'll point the opposite direction. But yeah, I love him. There's a lot of things I want to add to my model. Like, I do think I want to add the ponytail back, and I definitely want to add the sword. But in any case, let me turn him off for now. Turn him back off. Here we go. Okay, so for the last 6 months, I've been learning how to convert my PNG tuber into a 3D model. Now I'm running myself through a bit of a debrief, because I wanted to kind of talk to myself. This was generally, if I'm ever doing something for like a major project, or even like a small task, I like to run through a debriefing. And the reason why is because it helps me understand and learn a little bit faster. And I can also keep myself, I can critique myself in in more of a scientific kind of method. And keep things healthy, because we can talk about things that went well, things that didn't go well, and other things as well. But so let me get my Wacom here, because I want to draw on here, because it'll be a little bit faster, a little bit more relaxed for my for myself here. So Control D, and yeah. So what exactly did go well? Well, I want to say the overall execution of the model. So I think I executed the, like, I have a working character, so I'll just say that it works. What else does? But what parts do I really like about my model? Well, I really like the eyes, the textures. I think I like the proportions. What else is there? You know what's weird? I'm already used to the VT PNG VTuber. I'm already used to the VTuber. The PNG tuber looks weird. It kind of does. I mean, it's especially that's again that started out as a sketch in my journal. So yeah, my drawing skills aren't really that good, and I really favor my 3D modeling skills a lot better. So I'm actually really happy that it turned out the way that it did. I would say that the 3D model has better proportions than the 2D model. It's a hard thing to kind of admit, but I think that's kind of the truth. But yeah, anyway, so I wanted to give myself a little bit of space here, and then Control D. Okay. Works, proportions,
165, just
underline that.
Push-ups plus 10.
What else is there? I definitely like the mouth, so I think that actually worked pretty good. Let's see, just testing something. Okay. Actually, by the way, I'm gonna disable push-ups really quick, because just a couple days ago, last Monday, when I was sword fighting, I actually hurt my arm pretty bad, so I want to give it a little bit of rest. So I actually have it's recovering a little bit better, but I actually I have a small contusion in my right forearm. Somebody hit. Wait, I heard that too. Hi, Mom. Also, Sharky's here. Yay! Also, welcome to my debut stream. Yeah. Can you at least do one? I'll do one. I will compromise. I'll do one. All right. Here we go. I just wanted to. Well, let's see here. So here's the thing. I can't track my push-ups. Not yet, at least. I can make an animation though. I can do that. So yeah. Anyway, that'll be in the future. So anyway, I'm just gonna get down. Actually, no. Here's the thing: the bruise is not visible on the skin. It's the muscle itself is bruised. So the skin is discolored a little bit, but the muscle underneath is swollen, and it's hard and sensitive. Yeah, hang on. One. Okay, that's it. Oh. Yeah, he's seizing out because the character doesn't know what he's doing. Oh my god. He's having a fit. Okay. Cool. But yeah, while I'm at it, let me go ahead and find the... let's see here. 1 second. Let me manage my rewards really quick. I'm going to disable push-ups really quick. In fact, I'm probably going to disable all of my exercises, because I actually did go for a pretty big run today. So I did actually get my exercise in. Yeah, so I'll just temporarily turn off my push-ups and my squats too. Yeah, so stretches, dad jokes. Yeah, so I'll yeah, so just for today, I think I'll be ready tomorrow. But in any case, let's see here. Yeah, so I bruised my right arm. So right about, come on, right about here. Come on, you can do it. A little further down. I think it's the collisions that's kind of screwing me up there. But yeah, so my model can actually self-collide. So it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to actually point at myself a little bit there because, yeah, that's just the way it turned out. But that's okay. That's by design. Anyway, back to my little thing here. Proportions, mouth. What other things went well? Let's see here. The body went pretty well. The head, overall, the head went pretty well. So yeah, the head. Hair is pretty good too. Overall, I executed the model pretty closely to the original shape, so good execution. Good execution to the reference. And you guys get to laugh at my horrible handwriting. How did it make me feel? So, overall, I feel good about my model, but there's a lot of things that I think I could have done better. There's a lot of things I think I could have done a little bit better, and we'll go over that, so... Overall, I feel good. Just popped in for a sec. Gotta go back to KNC's. It's their anniversary. Sounds good. I appreciate you. I love you, Mom. Also, for those who don't know, that's Sharky. She's my mom. She joins my streams. Be nice to her. I love her a lot. I love you back. Thank you. So what parts are good? Like I said, I talked about the eyes and the what I really am a big fan of. I really like how the ears turned out. So I had a lot of help from one of my viewers. So a lot of my viewers really helped me out here, and I owe a lot to them. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so grateful I started my Twitch account, because I would not have learned as much about 3D modeling and other aspects of 3D without having somebody else present, because, you know, having to learn a skill by yourself is just not ideal. So what parts are good? I'll just say ears, eyes, what else is there? Yeah, the head, eyes, eyebrows, the mouth. Yeah, I'll just say head overall. I think that's definitely my favorite part. I will also say that the way I modeled the hands actually turned out pretty good. But I think they could be either rigged a little better or blend shaped a little better. The rigging is actually okay. Like, I can actually, it has pretty fairly good tracking on my hand and my fingers, so I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can go the other way. I can also do I can't quite do a face palm, but it might be... I wonder if that's the collisions that's kind of preventing me from doing that. Food for thought. So, parts that didn't go well. So, right off the bat, rigging. That did not go well at all. Because when I tried to do it, well, for one thing, it would have been wrong. So, if I kept on going the same road that I had been going, I would have been treading my I would have been spinning my tires for at least another month or two. And that's being optimistic. So the best thing really was somebody came in and told me, okay, get with the program. This is not going to work for very, very fundamental reasons. But yeah, so... Oh, hang on. Rigging, what else did not go well? I think the clothes could be a little bit better. The clothing, or at least the 3D portion of the clothes could have turned out a little better. Specifically the tunic. So, I think the tunic looks a little bulky. If it were me, I think, now that I've had a chance to actually, so I'll just call, let's see here. Tunic is too bulky. What else? The legs turned out okay. The topology on the arms is a little iffy. I'll include that. It's not a big deal, but it's just a little thing that still kind of bothers me. Just a little bit. Topology on arms. Okay, you know what actually really didn't go well? Texture optimization. And it's going to be weird to explain this one, because I'll have to show you what happened with my model, or rather, what happened to my texture. So, what my rigger ended up doing, because he had to take this model from Blender and put it into Unity so that he could configure the rig, so he could make it compatible for Warudo. So he took it into Unity, but Unity wasn't really dealing too well with my 4K textures. And also, one thing to note here, if I go to my UV textures, there's a lot of parts here that I'm not using anymore because I deleted them. So things like the inside of my shirt, like if you remember, I had my undershirt completely modeled out, and I ended up deleting most of it because I don't really, well, we don't need it. And it optimizes, it makes my poly count a lot lower, and we don't have to deal with things clipping through my shirt. What else is there? So yeah, and the same thing applies to the body, because I also had the body underneath the shirt, and it was all modeled, and I had a texture for it, and that's where the faces used to be. So overall, I could have potentially reduced this from 2 UDIMs. I could have reduced this from 3 UDIMs to 2, because currently I have 3. I have 1 for my clothes, 1 for my face, and 1 for my hair. So I'm calling 3 4K textures for my model, which is really unnecessary, it seems like, because I have a whole lot of unused space here that could have been either optimized to either make these two textures into one, or I could have made these UV islands even bigger so that they could support more detail. So they're completely unoptimized as from the way that I had originally arranged these and what I ended up doing to further optimize my model for animation and rigging. So that I think is a bit of a failure on my part. So to be completely real with myself. So I'll go back to this guy. Yeah. So topology on arms. Actually, let me click eraser. I'll just say too many UDIMs. What happened and why? Well, again, the UDIM problem happened because I ended up deleting polygons that I originally didn't think I that I originally thought I would need, but turns out I didn't. So, what happened? Yeah, so let's say needed. Ugh, my handwriting, dude. It might also be a little bit of lag on my computer's parts because, you know, streaming Warudo and running Blender could be well, it's not that much of an effect. It's only my CPU is only about 13%, and 1600 kpbs per second. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty good. Originally, I think I was running at about 10% CPU. Now I'm up to about maybe 19%. So it's definitely it's taken a step. It's doubled. And I think the reason why it's doubled is partially because of my UV textures. So in the future, something needs to be done. So I need to consider that. So needed to delete body and undershirt. For rig. Now I have unused UV space. And memory debt. Memory debt is a term that I learned from Jade, my friend that's been tutoring me in VR chat. And memory debt is something that comes down to how much memory is your game using, how much memory is your character using. So if you're using so many polygons, like let's say if you have a scene that has like 1 million polygons in one frame, and that one frame also has a dozen materials that have to be called. They have to be drawn and they have to be called inside of the engine, and that increases memory debt. So if you can reduce the amount of polygons and reduce the amount of textures, which reduces materials, which reduces memory, which increases your frame rate. More memory equals more frames, and that's what I've got here. That's kind of what I got here. So what did I learn? Well, a lot. I'm not even sure if I can really begin to cover it here. Mostly it's mostly a lot about character design, proportions, character modeling, anatomy. That's a good one. Let's say anatomy. Organic modeling. Because normally I do hard surface modeling. Since I'm more accustomed to creating environments and props, that really requires making anything that has a hard surface or hard edge. So I think to that end, I actually did pretty good. I'm really surprised at how little time it really took me to actually model hands. I really thought that hands would take me a lot more time, but what actually ended up taking even more time was, I think, just modeling the head. But even then, I didn't do a bad job. Really, I think the biggest factor that, I think the most time I spent, the part of my head that took the most time, I want to say is my ears. Nope, not the nose. Come on, point correct. What? And the inside, I'm like, wow. That took a pretty good chunk of time too. The mouth actually isn't very perfect either. I think the textures could actually be redone. But I like the direction that I ended up going. I think it's funny because a lot of people kind of question, okay, make them flat or make them 3D, and if you're going to draw them, I did get a little bit of pushback on actually painting the physical teeth as opposed to modeling them individually, and I think this was a pretty good call. The vampire teeth kind of add a little bit of characteristic as well. I mean, they're not really vampire teeth. I'm not a vampire, but I think they add some. Well, they're canines. They're actually just canines. So yeah. Organic modeling. Using the knife tool. That's a big thing. So yeah, with the ears, I end up using a lot of the knife tool. So I'll include that here. Cool. If there is one thing that actually I haven't covered too much about what happened, about things that didn't go well, I am a little critical about how the way that my hair turned out. The hair is actually, it's decent, it's passable, but I think it could be better. But it actually functions pretty well. If you look closely at my rig, it's actually got some sway to it. So the rig actually affects the physics. My hair has physics. So I think that's something that ended up pretty good. So yeah, I think my rigger did actually do a really good job on that. But yeah, in any case, so what's next? What will I do next time? Well, next time I want to try the rig again. But this time I'm going to make it more simple. I'm going to start it off the right way. So I'm going to start it off by actually making my bones and not relying on that plugin, the Auto Rig Pro. So not relying on Auto Rig Pro. So, let's see. Oop, wrong button here. Not relying on Auto Rig Pro. What else is there? As far as the hair goes, I think I would want to remodel that. And how would I do that different? Well, I think I'd want to do something that's a little bit more resemblant of, let's see, how would I do that different? Well, I think I had the right idea, but for geometry hair, for hair that's just geometry with no hair cards, I think what I really should have done is remeshed all of those curves together so that my hair is actually one piece of geometry. That way I can paint onto it easier. So I could create better details like hair shine, hair fibers, root colors. So I think I would, yeah, remodel the hair, remesh tool, paint shinier, S-H-I-N-I-E-R. There we go. Because since I'm going for the 2D look, I'm not really going to achieve that kind of look with a shader. I'm just not. So the best way to do it is pretty much the same way I approach the rest of my model. Paint it by hand. So, yeah, so I think I was on the right track there. The only other thing that I need to work on is integrating my you know how it's supposed to have like eye shapes, like, you know, like different like sparkly eyes and hard eyes and all those other kinds of stuff. Those actually didn't end up in the rig, so I will need to do those myself. So I will actually need to integrate those as blend shapes, which I don't think should be too hard, but I think I may end up repainting them again, or actually using them as models, use them as geometry and then solid shapes rather than a 2D shape that's drawn and has to rely on pixels. I think geometry will probably work a little bit better where pixels have failed, because the textures are going to have to get rearranged anyway. So yeah, at some point, I think when I do those effects, I will primarily rely on geometry and solid colors. So eye effects, come on, as polys, solid color. Okay. What are next? But yeah, for now, I think that's all I really wanted to cover here. So I wanted to write some stuff down here on the old chalkboard here. And also I need to work on my calligraphy and write maybe a little bit slower for my Wacom. Oh my gosh. I just thought this would be a really more of a fun way to do things. And I like this. I really like the draw tool inside of PureRef. I don't know why that name keeps blanking from me. A lot of things blank from me. But yeah, I want to try using the draw tool a little bit more. So yeah, I'll hit X and give this a save. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. I think next time, all that really remains are just small fixes. Like I said, with the eyes, maybe even doing stuff with the hair. But most definitely, I want to finish out the blend shapes and make the blend shapes a little bit cuter. I want to make the mouth a little bit more expressive. I want to do more stuff with the eyes. I probably even add some like poses or animations, things like push-ups, or maybe even like sword poses. Because here's another little fun thing that you can do inside of Warudo that I'll show really quick here. Come back to layout, and let me bring back my editor here. Where is it? There we go. I have 3 different Warudo tabs open, so okay. So y'all are gonna laugh, but let me zoom out here. So on my character, you can actually apply animations. So I have an idle animation open up right now, and I have expression profiles, but if I scroll down a little bit more, idle animation. So here's what's good. So I can hit the preview gallery on this, and I can actually change the animation on my character. So he can be slouching, he's kind of cute, generic. Of course, it's not perfect. These are made for really more for actual anime characters in mind, and my character is not quite there. Doesn't really have the same proportions, but it does with the naming system. It actually does work with the rig. But yeah, let's see here. I can nod, shake my head. Kind of cute when he shakes the head there. Shake body, I guess when he's really scared. Nod twice, I guess. Although I can actually kind of do that myself, so. But yeah, that's what I really wanted to show you here. Yes. What's that? What, you want to fight me? You want to fight me? You want to dance off? Yeah. Yeah, you can't have this. Oh my god. My model is breaking. My bones are breaking. I'm 30 years old. I should be... Ah. Oh god. Oh, yes. But yeah, anyway, yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff like this here. Oh, no. Default. No! Stop that! That's lewd. That is too lewd. I can't pull that off. I'm too old and too weird to make that look good. So, but yeah, unfortunately they didn't have any push-ups or exercise-related stuff inside of here, so I figured maybe when I want to do, like, push-ups, I could assign that animation to a hotkey, and then enable that while I do my workout, and then you guys could have something to look at that's actually more fun and interesting, and that would be a nice little alternative until I can actually get, like, trackers or something for my body, but that would, that's a long, trackers are a much longer way out, and they're expensive. Well, they're not that expensive. Like, from what I can gather, some people actually use their iPhones, because iPhones actually come with an AR kit. So, that's actually what a lot of people tend to use for their VR models, is, just an iPhone. So, yeah, actually I have a cup of tea here really quick. I haven't drank yet, so I'm gonna do that really quick. Yeah. Alright, hang on. My arm doesn't quite line up, but I do need, like, a coffee cup or, like, a tea cup that I can kind of... Because the tracker really... The tracker can definitely pick that up, so... There's a good opportunity there, so I can actually add that. So if I can have, like, a teacup prop, I can make something like that myself. I don't need to rely on somebody else to make that for me. I'm a 3D artist. I can make anything. With this baby, I can go anywhere. But yeah. Let me just get myself a little bit more situated here. Get my, yeah, I'm nice and comfortable here. I'm vibing here. Of course, I need to adjust the position of my, let's see, let's try with my other hand. Maybe that'll... It's not quite accurate. Again, that's the limitation of just relying on a simple web camera as a tracker. But yeah, they do have whole kits for that sort of thing. But in any case, yeah, I might do some adjustments to the lighting and the lookup tables for the let me snooze the ad for the lighting and that sort of thing. So I might do some other adjustments to that, because I think he might look a little too yellow or orange. So well, actually, he looks tan. He looks pretty tan, but I think the yellow is kind of rubbing off on the shirt, and that just looks kind of weird. So yeah, that color is kind of mixing a little bit strangely. But in any case, I'm really happy with myself, guys. I am really, really happy with myself. I can't really explain why or how. It just, I really wasn't expecting myself to actually make a character. I did it. I actually did it. I mean, if I could imagine myself doing this again. I could imagine myself making more characters. I still need to make a character for Mr. Patch. So now that I've done it once, I think I can approach it. I think I can approach that model a bit of a different way. So I can actually, you know, now that I know some of the pitfalls that one has to go through modeling and texturing, but also rig-wise. What I'm hoping to achieve with the rig that I have here, because thankfully the rigger actually did provide me he did provide me the blend file, so now I can look at his rig, what he did, and I don't want to copy and paste this thing, but I do have his naming conventions here, so I can definitely refer back to this in later iterations. So I think I could see myself trying this, and if people actually paid me to do it, I would do it. I'd be okay with that. But yeah. Oh, actually, let me, for posterity, let me open up this guy again, but I want to guide you through a little bit more of what my workflow was, my initial workflow, my planning phase, because I believe, like, when you want to create a character, like, especially if you're going to learn something, you need to have a good character board. You need to have a good reference board for creating your models, and for any kind of art. If you're going to reference something that looks like something else, or if you're going to learn something, if you're going to learn to draw something like something else, then you need to really get a load of references. Chuck Jones, one of the creators of Looney Tunes, he encouraged all of his animators to study real life. Like, he actively encouraged that, because you can't learn animation or art from just behind a desk. You need to read books. You need to go to shows. You need to reference real life. You need to go out and witness life. And you kind of notice that this kind of comes into fruition inside of Looney Tunes, because they have a lot of references to, like, classical music and Shakespeare and all kinds of other stuff that are just... Obviously, Chuck Jones is just a lover of the classics, and that all comes through very clearly. I think that's why that's still one of the most revered cartoons and animation pieces in history, just as much as Disney. But in any case, so my initial sketches, I'll show you guys really quick. Readjust myself in my chair, scoot closer. Alright, so very first attempt to make a 2D reference of Rune, drew in my journal with a mechanical pencil, then colorized in Photoshop. Grr, Photoshop. And the next thing is to take this image and turn it into a 3D model, so I can create a 2D-like renderings. Overall responses to him should be positive. Keep going. Overall, this is a nice little reminder to myself, because I very often get, like, imposter syndrome. So after I get feedback from other artists, that's an opportunity for me to take notes, because they usually will tell me what can I improve, what can I make better, what can I get rid of. But every time I showed them to other Twitch streamers or other artists, like Fuzzy Hoodie, for example, they say, it looks really good. Like, dude, that looks like something out of, like, what's that game? Oh crap, let me snooze the ad again. That looks like a farm, it's like Stardew Valley? No, not the other one, but anyway, so yeah, and I've got a lot of positive responses. The overall responses to them have been very positive. Keep going. Remind myself to keep going, because I needed to remind myself that what I'm doing is I'm not being stupid. So that's just a little reminder to myself, a little bit of reassurance. So yeah, this was my very first sketch, and I also did a couple of practice sketches from the side, and here's Wind Waker Link, because I wanted to practice with it. Can you tell what my character is sort of based off of? But I'll tell you one other thing, something that I did was kind of cringe, but, well, cringe in hindsight, but AI was new at the time when I started sketching this thing, really, really new. So I typed up a whole bunch of reference in AI Midjourney, and it came up with a whole lot of really stunning looking renditions, but if you look really closely, they have the same problem that I had with my coffee house, where there's over detail and detail for no reason, and bad context or no context. Like, take a look at this belt, for example. This belt just ends. It just ends. And then it, for no reason, it goes over to this other side here in another belt, which also randomly ends. Also, this guy is wearing a necklace or something, or is that supposed to be like... I don't know what that little red string is, but also his shield is mounted wrong. There's also some other stuff here. Again, more problems with the belt. This stuff here. Yeah, some armor that's just, like, the plate armor doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, what plates are stacked on top of each other. AI does one thing really good, which is to create detail. It's really good at hashing out basic shapes, but you don't want to use this as a guide, a one-to-one guide. It's good for inspiration, but it's terrible for concept art. It's terrible for reference because of stuff like this, like the belt. See that? That belt is hanging on to nothing. And what else? Also, this is derivative of somebody else's art style. Somebody else would have had to have drawn something similar to this, and generative AI has clearly nicked it off of the Google image somewhere and used it for itself. Another problematic image. This sword is hanging off of nothing. And so I just thought, you know what? These are cool and all for references a little bit. If anything, I could probably use this as a guide for, like, you know, tunics and swords, maybe. There's some cool ideas here. There's a few cool ideas in here, but I wouldn't want to use any of these in particular. So I just thought, you know what? If I'm going to get reference, I'd be much better off doing it myself. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to draw it a second time. And so that's what I did. I just kept on going. I just drew it again. I just thought, you know what? For this much time, like, AI, this is my personal opinion, but AI generative artwork, it's, it feels like a slot machine, you know? Like, you pull the lever, and you're sitting there, you're wishing for the 3 7s. It's like, oh, you didn't get it this time. Well, let's do it again. It's gotta hit again this time. It's gotta hit sometime, you know? We gotta hit it again. It's just gotta keep cranking that thing, you know? And it's just, we're not getting any closer. And so I thought, okay, better thing for me to do would just be to do it myself. And I think I'm stronger for that. I think I'm much better off for it, because this has a lot more personality. And even if the sketching isn't that good, it's made by me, and it's mine, and I have dibs on that. No, and AI can't take that away. So I ended up using that as reference for my 3D model. But then after that, I started gathering some other references that I could use as well. Things from real life, clothing, some other details like clothing folds. There's an ad that's gonna start in about 3 minutes. I'm just gonna let that go because I want this ramble to stop at some point. And then I went off this whole tangent on studying anime toon shaders, and I started studying Breath of the Wild shaders, and I tried to execute my looks to look something like this, and it kind of sort of didn't really work out the way that I'd like. But finally, afterwards I started studying props, like for the swords. I also remembered I had a tattoo on my right arm here. On my original drawing, there's a tattoo here, and I thought, well, it would be a cool idea if I could come up with some kind of like lettering or something. So I studied like font faces. That didn't really go anywhere, so I let it be. And this is where I'm at right now. I'm currently studying expressions. These are the expressions that I want to use for my blend shapes to kind of help things along, to help make my model a little bit more cute, a little bit more expressive. So far, the A is working out pretty good, because I really like that open mouth smile that he's got. But now, I also really want a closed mouth smile, and it doesn't really look that good. I also want really more of an angry look, and It's like a scared or tired, happy, surprised, that kind of stuff. So I'm studying mouth shapes as well, like how the mouth is supposed to contort when you say phrases and vowels. And that's where I'm at right now. I just kind of wanted to walk you through what my process was on pre-production before I actually started laying down the first pixel or the first polygon, before I started making the first box. This is where it all began. So I just kind of wanted to walk you through my process, or what my process was at the time. And yeah, I think this was a huge help to me. So yeah, in any case, there's going to be an ad that starts in about 50 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and use the restroom. I'm going to clean up, and then I'm going to come back out here, and maybe I'll get to play with something else, and I'll stream for at least another hour, and we'll just kind of get to chill and relax and have a good time. I wasn't really planning on getting too much accomplished today with today's stream. I mostly just wanted to have my official debut, test out the model, see how well it works, and find any kinks along the way, as some will surely crop up at some point. Fingers crossed. But and anyway, yeah, I'll go ahead and start the ad and let it go. So I'll be right back in about 5 minutes. So be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay, so I'll go ahead and see. I won't close this, but I'll put that away for now. All right, so what I want to do next is let's see if I can actually do something else to one of the blend shapes here. So let's study E. Let's study the E sound effect here. So let's see what how that looks. Yeah, because that's really you can barely see that. And besides, I made the mouth so that it could open really, really wide. So I would like to make that a little bit more exaggerated, a little bit more cartoony. So I think we can achieve that. So yeah, we could probably do some quick updating here since I have this open right now. So let's give it a shot. So let me look at this guy. Let's find that E sound. So A, E, I. They're very similar. A, E, E. Okay, so the mouth is open, but the teeth are a little bit more closed. A, E. Okay. So for the A sound, the lips are contorted the other direction, and E is, yeah, the cheeks are definitely a lot more. The cheeks are definitely a lot more stretched. So I think maybe we can start from there. So E. And for this part, I want to hide the teeth and the tongue here so that I don't accidentally move those around. Okay. Alright, and then we'll come into Object, Sculpting. We'll do it the easy way here. So E. I want to grab the Move Brush, or Grab Brush. Okay. Yep, I've got symmetrical editing on. So E. Let me find my reference here. Let's see, which one do I like? Yeah, maybe I like this kind of version here. The one that's there's a little bit of a smile. The lips are contorted a little bit upwards slightly, but the mouth is definitely going to be stretched. I'm back. Hey, welcome back. Let's see if I can adjust this a little bit better. All right, this part will be a little tricky at first. One part at a time until we can actually get the rest of the mouth split apart here. Oh, too far. All right. I have the wireframe gently, just very slightly on, so I can kind of see what's going on. Here. Oh. Come on. All right. Let's just move this down right here and then pull these apart. Just slightly. Yeah, and that's where you can kind of see some of these verts are a little wonky here. Some of them are here we go. How about pull that up like so. And then we'll start stretching these out. Okay. Add a little bit of smoothness to here so it's not so, so it doesn't look so weird. Then we'll pull these back. Make it a little bigger. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. Yes. It's I'm gonna see if I can go for at least I'm gonna go for I'm gonna see if I can go for about 2 hours. So we'll see how far I can go with this guy, because I want to see if I can actually get a little bit of practice for myself. Yeah, because I want that stretched out like this. And then for this, I definitely want to close the teeth a little bit. Oop, too much there. Okay, and then layout. That's actually not too bad. So let's compare and contrast. So closed. A. I'm trying to decide if that's too big or... You know I love you, right? I know you do. Thank you. I'm glad we're friends. I'm really glad we are. I'm really glad to have you guys as my fans. You guys are so good to me. I really can't understate that. I love you guys a lot. Ooh, it looks like the side of his mouth is kind of sticking out a little bit here, so I need to fold that back in just a tiny bit there. So I'm gonna go to sculpt. Here we go. Still in symmetry mode. And I just want to grab that little corner here. And I just want to give that a little push. Push that in, just so we're still conforming to the face. The beard is stretched out a little bit. That's okay, but I want to see if I can... it'd be a good idea if I can kind of alleviate a little bit of that stretchiness. I'm honored to be part of the community. Thank you. I'm honored to be here too, actually. It's really good. I'm really happy to have found some fans. I'm really happy to have people that watch me. Pull this down. Pull this down. And then I'll tug on the jaw a little bit here. Yeah, that's fine. Nice. Oh, and you can see some of the, you can see some of that geometry tearing that I was talking about there. Right on the lips. God, I don't know what this guy was doing for it to get there, but it just... Ugh. I have no idea what my rigging guy was doing, but that wasn't... It's infuriating to see, because it wasn't like that before, and it just kind of ended up that way. Ugh. Anyway, so... Should be an easy fix. Alright, so here we go. Can I merge that? Please merge. Okay, there we go. There's a start. We can start here. Come on. It's gonna take its time because I'm currently in a I'm currently in the middle of a blend shape right now. Actually, really quick, if I do this here, it probably would be a better idea to have this done inside of basis. Let's see how this looks. Hopefully I'm not messing anything up here. Basis. No, everything looks okay. Nothing's really distorted, but yeah, I can. Let's see if I can go ahead and select. Come on, around here. Yeah, these will be easier to select from the outside, from the inside out. Here we go. Deselect this guy, and just to be safe, I will come around and select the edge loops here as well. I want to select these polygons as well. Well, not polygons, but vertices, but you get the idea. I mix up a lot of words sometimes. There we go. Grab all of these. I missed that guy. Here we go, all the way around. Okay, so we've got that whole edge loop selected. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it the easy way. I'm gonna go merge by distance, remove 12 vertices. Okay, so we did something right. We did something right. Now let's go back into the E. We did something right, but at what cost? Hold on. Something's kind of funky here. Right around that lip. What's going on? Oh, is that just... Oh, okay. That's just the shading. Okay, that's not the model. That's actually the line shading. So I'll explain really quick. So my shader actually has a 2D line that goes around my model, and that's actually being generated in the corner of the mouth because it's reading that as like a it's reading that as like geometry, but it's not really, because you know, that's because now things are merged over there. And let's see here, is there any other thing that's attached that I can... Oh, wait a minute. Oh yes, check that out. That might help. That might fix that problem. Merge. And merge that corner too. This might do it. Not quite. Not quite. Are there any other faces here that need to be fixed? I might just need to temper... Wait a minute, what's this guy? What are you? What do you go to? He's not really attached to anything. Pull this down. Ah, I see where you go. Put you right there. That should fix that. Let's see. Ah, still. Ugh, that's annoying. But, well, that's nothing I can't fix with the smooth tool, probably. It's not so bad on the other side, at least, but, it's still gonna have to be fixed, because I just know it's probably happening on that other side too. I just know it. Aha. There you are. I think this is attached to that vertice there, or supposed to be anyway. Let's see one more time. Yes, that makes sense. That actually does make sense. So I will redo that action. Hold on. There we go. Merge that. Crazy how that ended up all split apart. Yeah, and it's along this lip as well. Goodness. Technical stuff like this would definitely cause problems much later further down the pipeline, so I'm glad I found this. There. Alright, let's check out the rest of the bottom lip here. Up. Yep. There it is. Let's do the bottom lip first, because if I merge these with the top lip selected, it'll most likely merge them together. So deselect that. So we're going to do this the way that we know will work. It's insane to me how this happened. Okay. Ooh, really close there. There it is. Also really close there. Good. You spend so much time on something only for it to break again. Here we go. Come on. That's the way it is. It's okay. There's really no use in getting mad over that sort of thing. It's out of your control. There. I need to adjust the clipping plane, I think, because that's going to be really difficult to select. Let me see if I... Oh, yeah, we got it. We got it. We good. Well, you know what might actually help if I actually adjusted that, that bottom lip there? Okay, so I got those selected. I'm going to merge by distance. There we go. Let's see how it looks on the other side as well. Because, yeah, that didn't used to be there. Okay. Get closer. And use my move tool. And we'll just kind of move that kind of like this. We'll snap it underneath that vert to center. Come on. To closest. Aha, here we go. Up. Come on. At least we can get it as close as we can. Alright, that'll do. Alright. Well, I'll try not to let that bother me too much, because I think we can fix that with either the line tool or through smoothing. So let's try that. Sculpt mode. Oh, this tea is really bitter. Ugh, okay. Maybe I could do a relaxed face here. Slide relax. Let's see how that looks. Better. Yeah, I can live with that. I can live with that. And from far away, it's really not that visible either, so I can cope. I can cope. All right. Basis. Back to E. Good old E. All right, so I'll need to adjust. Oh, hold on. 1 second. Yeah, select E. I want to unhide that stuff here. I want to move this bottom row of teeth down. Like this. And I'm going to rotate. No, come on. E. Oh, I want to keep the teeth as close as I can together. Down here. And then maybe move these set of teeth down further, like this. Okay. A. Probably could make that. I could probably close that up a little bit. So let's go to A. I think I could probably make that a little bit. I could probably make that a little bit smaller because it's a little too exaggerated. So sculpting. Oh, not the slide relax. I want the grab tool. Here we go. It's not really. Here we go. A. All right, so 1 second. Hide those so that I don't accidentally select my teeth. Sculpting. A. Let me look at my lookup sheet really quick. A. Let's go for something a little bit more. That's what would you call that? That's like football shaped. Yeah, I'll call that football shaped. Let's go for that. Blender. So yeah, we'll bring this up. Oh. Bring this up. Bring the corners down. And in. Bring that in. Bring that. And that. Bring these just a little closer. Pull this up. I kind of want the corners of the mouth to flare just a little bit, just a tiny bit. Just a smidgen. Okay. Just gonna fine-tune a little bit of this bottom lip here because it's a little chunky. Come on. Almost there. do want to pull this down just a tiny bit, because I really want... the mustache might be a little too compacted. Pull that up and down. How is this? And then just round this out here. All right, let's see how this looks. That's actually a little better. That's less more like a smile and really more like a... That's probably a much better one, A. Because it's, the corners of the mouth are not so widely stretched when you pronounce the letter A. So, yeah. 0. 1. E. That's better. I'm really liking E. I could probably fix the sides of the lips a little better. Let's give that a shot. Yeah, so grab the lips. Sculpting, not UV editing, my bad. Push that in. Make that a little bit smoother on the profile here. There we go. Ooh, this guy, yeah. That's a little better. Here we go. There. Pull that in, just kind of clean up that little group here. Boing. That's it. There. There's a little bit of a... Boop. Put that back here. Pop. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. E. Yeah. That's nicer. I'm gonna save this. And, let's see here. How much time do we have left? About another 30 minutes. Let's check out O. Ooh, okay. And my reference... Yeah, so there's a lot of various styles for O. So, right now, with the way that his... the edges of his mouth are curled, that's more like a U shape. So I think I want to change that to be a lot more round. So let's go ahead and go into our sculpt mode, and we'll fix that. Should be pretty straightforward, I think. Then again, I say that about a lot of things, and they usually tend not to be. There's a lot of potential to make this expression really cute, so definitely gonna keep my eyes out for this. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Check this out. Oh. I better make sure to... I should probably make my brush a little bit bigger right here for this part. Just the size. Oh. Don't grab the back of the neck. So his lips for this part, the upper lip needs to curl out farther. So I need to grab the upper lip down here, and I need to pull this out. Like that, yes. Something like, you gotta keep going. Let's see if we can keep going. Right. Here we go. That's nicer. Let's go back into layout and see how this looks with our teeth. Ooh. Shading is a little awkward on the bottom lip, but that's actually okay. I do have some thick lips though, that's the thing. So I'm okay with that. Let me 1 second. There, now we can see this a little bit better here. You know what? I'm cool with that. I could probably make this part a little bit better. Let's go back into our sculpting tool. Go back into here. This will help our lighting. Here we go. Something like this. Let's make that, let's extend that just a little bit. Hello, Mr. Arrow, how's it going? Good to see ya. It's, so far it's working really good. I still have I have some minor fixes and adjustments that I need to do, but it's actually, my model is actually working pretty good. It's going well, thank you. Awesome. Yeah, let me, it does feel unusual. Let's see here. Come back to layout. Even hands? Yes! It is, thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm really happy so far. But yeah, let me zoom out here 1 second. It's not quite perfect. I mean, although, oh, there we go. I was leaning back in my chair, so it thought I was bending my knees. So if I, let's see here. So yeah, if I just sit up straight, I won't look so, my model won't look so hunched. Overall, I was just working on fixing my blend shapes. That's me trying to scratch my eyebrow. Ugh. But yeah, it's for the most part, it actually does work. It just needs to, I just need to fix out some of the vertex group and shape keys, because I guess the person that worked on this, they did a pretty good job, but they could have done a little bit better. So I'm just kind of correcting a little bit of their work. But yeah, for the most part, I'm trying to make the shape keys a little bit better, especially for the pronunciations. So things like A, I, E, O, and or A, E, O, E, and ooh, I guess. There's a little bit more that I need to kind of execute. I need to execute a little bit of a better job with that. There are a few minor things with like emotions that I could probably that would require some minor adjustments. So if I turn this to 0, like happy is okay. It's actually, yeah, it's passable. I kind of wish there was a version with a little bit more teeth, but yeah, that's actually okay. But yeah, the one that I really need to work on right now is angry. So this is not exactly what I wanted to go for. I was trying to go for something that was more like I'll show you. I'll zoom out here. Like I really picked out these these emotions in particular from Wind Waker because I felt they were more they felt really more reflective on what I was trying to execute with my model, and they could do like I'm trying to see if I can make them a little bit closer to that model, but for the most part, yeah, it's gonna require a little bit of adjustments, but yeah, I can kind of do those things incrementally at my own pace, and yeah, so I'm pretty happy with it so far. Hang on, wait, my hand spazzed out. Where'd it go? There we go. That's the great thing, is that right now it's being tracked through a webcam. What would actually make my tracking a little bit better would be I could use a lot of people for 3D trackers actually use iPhones. I do not have an iPhone. There's also AR kits for like, you know, facial tracking and joints, that kind of thing, because I know there are VTubers that actually have like full body tracking. I don't necessarily need full body tracking, but I definitely would like a lot better facial tracking for sure. I definitely would like that a lot more. I could probably also improve the idle animation a little bit, maybe. That's further down the road. One thing I also would really definitely would like, I would like to create like an animation for push-ups, so that when I get a redeem for push-ups, and by the way, if you don't see push-ups available on the redeems, I don't have them turned on today. A couple of days ago when I went sparring, I hurt my arm pretty badly, so I'll have them back on tomorrow. But yeah, I got a contusion on my right arm. So well, come on, you can do it. Right about here. So right about, yeah, right there. That works pretty good. So on my right arm, I got hit with the sword in between my arm protector plates. And I ended up with a bruise internally on the muscle. Like there was no external bruising, but the muscle itself actually swelled up and it got really hard and then sensitive, and it just got really just hurt. It just hurt to move. So yeah. So thankfully it's getting a lot better, but I don't really trust myself to do push-ups safely right now. But in any case, yeah, that's kind of what I was going through right now, just kind of fixing up the last few of the blend shapes. Let's see here. I fixed O. There's U or oo. So that's actually okay. I probably won't mess with that too much. Let's check out I. Yeah, that could probably be a little better. Let's have a look at our reference sheet. Okay. Where is it? Okay, so the mouth is very vertical here. I could definitely make... It's less round, more vertical. Very narrow. So, right here on I. So what I'll do... I'll go into sculpting. And right now I actually have the teeth and tongue hidden here, so that when I use the grab tool to sculpt my shape keys, I don't accidentally grab my teeth. So, yeah, here we go. So this might be a little tricky because I need to force these the corners of my lips. Yep, no moving teeth. No moving teeth. Here we go. So I'll probably need to do a little preamble here just to kind of push these in. Come on. I didn't exit. Did I accidentally move the inside of my mouth there? Nope, I don't think I did. Okay, cool. We're good. Alright. This could be tricky, but we're gonna go for it. If anything, I could probably... Let's see here. Make this brush bigger. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. I know it can be done. I definitely have the polygons. Now, alright, now these corners really need to come in. So let's come all the way back here. That's helping a little bit. At least I saved. And if nothing else, at least I can just make a duplicate and start over of this blend shape. Oh, then I actually did grab the back of my throat there. It's definitely going to require a lot of cleanup here. Here we go. Oh. Yikes. It's not too bad. It's not too bad, but it's definitely annoying. Ooh, hold on. Oh. Grab. Oh, you know, actually, let's try this. Hold on. I'm just gonna tap the smooth brush. Give it a little tap. Slide relax. That helped a little bit. Oh, not up there, though. So let's go back to the grab. Here we go. Make this a little bigger. Make sure we grab all of those vertices coming this direction. All right, now we can start working on making it more narrow. So this can come down here, this way. Let's make this big. Up. And we have a we found another one. We have another unstitched vertex here, so we can fix this. So go back to layout. Vertex. All right, where do you go? Uh-huh. There's actually a... Oh my, there's a few here. Hold on. Let's go to basis. Where are you? Okay. There you are. Okay. Clipping plane. 1 second. Where is it? Indirect film, simplify. Frame range. I thought it was here, but let's see here. Threshold, transform. Oh, end menu, item. Bevel weights, bevel increase, tool, view. Here we go. Let's turn this down to 0.01. Go. Clip start. Clip end. That's a little better. Not quite. Hold on. Ah! Reset to default value. Okay. There we go. Where are you supposed to go? I think he's supposed to be this corner here, maybe. I also have another loose one here, though. That's the thing. What have you done? Actually, this is, here's the thing. So, oh my god. So the guy that I handed my rig off to, he's, this wasn't like this before, I swear to god. It wasn't like this. So, a lot of vertices ended up detached. So I'm having to go back inside here and do some stitching on the inside of my lips. I've already had to, like the day before, I actually had to fix my tongue and my teeth, and even just today, I actually had to fix the inside of my mouth. But just now, I found this little issue in the corner of my mouth. But other than that, it's the perfect alibi. It is, isn't it? Oh my gosh. But what a headache. So yeah, I'm fixing that. But in any case, also the guy triangulated it. But whatever. Well, it had, but in any case, it's working for the most part. I had to do some fixes to my blend shapes. So right now, some of the blend shapes around the mouth are a little wonky. The lip sync is working pretty decently, but I'm having some problems with A, E, I, O, and U. And a few other things that are happening with, I guess mostly with just the lips. But otherwise, I'll show you the rig that came out. So yeah, so here's what we got. Why is it triangulated? I don't know. That's just what he handed back to me. I'm like, god damn it. It's like, I don't know why. All right. Well, that's what I get for $30. It is disgusting. Thank you. And it's just, oh, I've been working for the last 3 days trying to fix this thing, trying to get it ready for Warudo and for today. But for the most part, it's it's workable. It's just ick. You know? Little problems, little tiny problems. But dude, you should check out, that's not the worst of it, though. These are the shape keys that he came up with. This is angry. Like, get out of I. Yeah. Yeah. So, happy is actually pretty decent. Probably didn't spend long. No, I don't think he did. I think that's the idea. I think if I had to guess what happened is that he probably has like a let's see, he probably just copied it from something else. That's probably what ended up happening, because I talked with him I actually tried to talk to them to see, yo, I tried to see if I could make some blend, like gave him some examples like to work with. Like I had like let's see here. Like I have like some expressions that I'd like to reflect a little bit better in what I had in mind for my character, because I think these look a little bit cuter. I think these look a little bit more natural. But I figured, you know what? I did give him some direction, but he didn't quite get there. You're tense. It's not terrible, but it's not good. But in any case, I thought, you know what? Fine. I can work with this. I can make this work. But, so anyway, that's kind of where I'm at right now, where I'll make these incremental fixes as I go along. But for the most part, yeah, it's functioning. The tracking is working, and, yeah, it's not crashing my computer, so I think that's actually a pretty good thing. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just left to kind of deal with the little crap like this. Is there a way you can take one already made of shape keys on different... is there a way you can take one already made of shape keys on a different mesh and retarget? I don't have any shape keys on any other model, just this one. So, I might be able to... either... I feel like either I need to rework these, or probably... let's see here. I'm not really sure what to do on that, because I don't have any other shape keys that I can retarget, or... I know that I still have my old mesh. Like, I still have my old quadrified mesh before I handed my rig off. No, I'm just saying how they might have made. Oh, I see. Yeah, they probably. Oh, I don't know if they did. I don't know if they did, but I'm guessing that's probably what ended up happening. Because yeah, that's I'm getting the rig works for the most part. The rig is good enough. Let's see here. So just very quick and dirty. Yeah. So that's yeah, I'm pretty miffed about that, and a little embarrassed because I know I looked through this stuff inside the mouth, because like I remember fixing this crap. Like, I did this before. Now I have to do it again. Super frustrating. And I have to do it while the whole thing is triangulated. Ugh. Anyway, I'm trying not to get too pissy with it, because it's not gonna help my cause if I just get mad. I'm just gonna have to fix it. So let me see if I don't know if this'll. It's worth a try. It's worth a try. Come on, F3. Tries to quads. Let's see if this works. Okay, good enough. Okay. There's still some very obvious problems with the mouth, but I think that might be because of the way that I had to stitch them together. God, how confusing. Did he change topology at all? God, I hope not. I don't think he did. The only thing I noticed was just I had a lot of vertices that were not stitched together, and I know for a fact that they were stitched together, especially around the corners of the mouth. Because you still have the old version. If you still have the old version that is quads, I do. Yes, I do. I do at least have a better version of this. You could transfer the keys over to it. I could transfer the keys and the rig. Yes, everything. Okay. Let's well, it's already saved, so let's go ahead and just do that. So let's see if how I can do that. So let's see here. Recover, open recent. It's probably not easy if it's got disconnected. Yeah, it probably won't be. Oh, that's not it. Hold on. Okay. Wait a second. Hold up. one. Okay, hold on. Grab all these nasty things. Because I think, hold on. Tries to quads. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Okay, fine. Yeah, V4. Don't save. Okay, yeah. So, rigged, model, character. So I need to find the correct one really quick. So this was what I had before. Tries to quads can work on big sections, but it makes mistakes. Yeah, and I was definitely seeing that on the corners of my mouth. And I can hear fireworks going off in the distance, so hopefully it's not too bad on... hopefully you guys don't really hear too much of that. Oh, that's not it. Ad break. Oh. Sorry. Hold on. What the heck? I thought I'd delete... I know that there was portions of the model that I had deleted. Hold on one second. I know I handed him a model. 1 second. I even have a macro that does this. Select more than one... Select more than tries to quads. Oh. Gotcha. I'm gonna check my files really quick. Practice. Character. Rig back up. Let's check this out. Oops. Come on. I can also select on a row and keep on pressing. That's a good idea. Come on. First thing is to grab both and compare vert counts. Okay. I just want to make sure I have the correct file here. Of course, I should have realized that by double-clicking a Blender file, that it would relaunch. It would launch Blender into. It would launch another Blender window. So let's see here. I should have realized that. PC struggling? Not too bad. It's actually working pretty good. Right now, OBS says that I'm using only 17% of my CPU. And it looks like I'm getting a pretty decent, like, I'm not getting any frame drops. So yeah, it seems to be working. If there is one thing I probably can optimize with the model other than my rig, I definitely would like to see if I could compile my... if I could reduce the amount of UDIMs that I have on my model, so, because I know that I ended up deleting a lot of stuff on the inside of my shirt, like parts of the undershirt, my body, so that's what I'm trying to look for right now. Blender seems slow. Yes, hold on. Maybe that's frozen. Let me X out of that. Okay, there. Hold on. Is that... No. Son of a bitch. Okay. Open. Don't save. Rune Master V5 blend. Come on. Okay, that's it. That's it. This is the one. Thank goodness. Yeah, I don't really need the sword here, so I can just hide that really quick. There we go. Yeah, so I have... Yep, that's the one with all the correct faces here. Yeah. Especially before when you were moving verts, it was like a slideshow. Yeah, I think that was... I think that was partially because I was doing that with the blend shapes, but I don't know. There's some optimization I need to do, and maybe Warudo does have a little bit of a hog on that, so I'm not... Oh, excuse me. So they might have to change a little bit of the priorities on that, or maybe even figure out how I can make that run differently, or maybe there's parts of my model that are being a bit of a memory hog, so it's probably a modifier. That's probably true. That probably... You know what? It probably is, because there was a shader on there, I think, that might have been that was an outline shader, so that probably was it. That probably was it. In any case, yes. So I need to, so yeah, Rune V5, Rune V5 V2. So I need to export this as an FBX, I'm guessing. Actually, let's see if I can clean this scene up a little bit. No. Open both files and copy-paste between. Oh. Okay. I'm a little afraid to, since it took so long to launch. Okay. I'm not sure if I've ever actually had that work for me before, because I think I remember trying that once. Let me, hold on. Yeah, I don't want this rig anymore. Let me get rid of this extra stuff that I know for a fact I won't need. Come on. There we go. Alright, so my reflection's right. I don't know why that's down here, but let me... I'll put this inside here, and then I'll save. Now, Rune 5 V2. Here we go. Ah. And OBS and where's chat? There we go. Open both files, copy paste between, create a new collection and click it. So copied stuff goes there, but yeah, Blender allows you to just copy from one instance to another. I find it's the most compatible to retain specific Blender settings. Exporting the external format like FBX is what changes things. Yo, how's it going, Mr. Patch? All right. Still currently waiting on the second Blender window to open up. But yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. It sounds so monotone when you said that. Yo. That's probably how it became triangulated. By default, exporters get triangulated. Yeah, they do. That makes sense. Yeah. Because he would have had to have exported it to Unity and then export it back, which is curious to me because he... I asked him specifically for my Blender file back, just with the rig, and he just triangulated it. Like, why? Ugh. Anyway. Really frustrating. Okay, we're in business. So. I don't want the sun here, so we'll go ahead and take this. Let me just rearrange my windows a little bit. So I'll select this whole thing, Control C, and Control V. Oh boy. Okay. How the F did he do that? Maybe he just had to make it bigger? I'm guessing he had to scale it up. Let's see here. One, two. Okay, that should be about 2 meters, so that probably checks out. No, he scaled yours down. Oh, wait a minute. Where the frick? No, that's the the one with the rig. That's the one that I have selected. That's what came in. So, okay. So, isn't the triangulated one small? No, this is the original one, because I still have. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't need that rig modifier anymore, but yeah, I still have the sub D modify. I still have the sub D surface modifier. That's that hasn't been applied yet. So that's it. Oh, okay, I was mixed up. So I'm guessing I need to scale mine up. I'm guessing there's a reason why he did that. Can you move your avatar? Yes. So I could see the transform panel. Oh, okay. Oh, whoops. My bad. It's alright. Check the scale on both. Okay, so scale on this guy is set to 1. This guy is also 1. If I've also got the dimensions here. The mesh, the rig. Okay. Okay. Well, both. Okay. See if any object we don't have one by one by one. Okay. Don't think so. Yeah, there's not really much else to it. Those are all the all the objects that I have. Oh. Here we go. Try to grab the rig and scale it to 0.1. Okay? .1. Whoa! Oh, okay. There we go. 0.1. Try 0.25. Oh, that's so close. Zero 0.26. Zero 0.255. 0.26. 0.254. Too low. Hang on. Where did the... Oh, okay. Okay, the lower one is the body. Okay, so it's too low. Okay. Grab the rig. So how about 0.256? Sometimes software uses inches. Let's see here. That is an inch dimension. Because I know you can change that from inch. I know you can change stuff from inches. Where is it? Output, layer, scene properties, units. Don't set to inches, that won't help. Okay. Okay. 0.257. 258. That's pretty close. 0.259. 0.258.5. 0.258. Yeah, that's not quite. 258.1. I think that's it. That might be close enough. Also, yeah, he also changed my eyes a little bit. He made my eyes wider. I don't know why he did that. Okay. Hoof. Yeah, I think that's pretty close. Okay. I'll save this. Yeah, okay, so maybe tricky to copy keys since they're so different. Yeah. Oof. Oh, hang on. Oh, I see. The hands on my... There are a few minor differences with the new with the rig that he created. So he bent in the legs, which is curious, and the arms are bent down a little bit. And I don't know why he did that. That's not a thing that's not how my thing looked when I handed it to him. Hmm. Yep. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to do here. I could probably just move the rig. Maybe. Yeah, honestly, I've, Now, keep the rig. Scaling was just a test. Okay. So I'm not really sure what to do next. Ugh. If you're going to actually do it, you would scale up the original mesh, but it's just too different. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Oh, well. Well, it was worth a try. But, yeah. In any case, I think I can make it work. It's just going to be really, really frustrating. So, yeah. Good to know what he changed at least. Yeah, it's just... Oh my god, I'm just so frustrated right now, dude. It's like, I had everything the way it should have been, and... Well, I guess that's kind of what I get. That's what I get for commissioning. I just kind of feel like a little bit of a failure at the moment. Should have asked for quads. I didn't think I needed to! Oh my god, there's so many things I tried to ask. Oh well, things happen. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna let go of it. It is what it is. Goodness gracious. Yeah, in any case, for the most part, let's see here. Let me turn these off. Where is it? Yeah, body, hairs, secondary. Okay, yeah, that's a shame. Is there any way that I could, hang on. I'm just rubbing my head. Is there any way that I could probably shape my, well, that would probably take too much time. Well, if I tried to shape my avatar to the rig. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out. I'm not too much worried about the topology of the, I'm not too much worried about the topology of, like, the tunic and the body so much, but the biggest pain in the ass is definitely going to be the mouth. Yeah, things happen. In any case, yes. I'll save this and open my old file here. V5 version 2. Alright, so yeah. Well, I can work with this. Where is it? Modifiers. Yeah, let me turn these off, because this might actually help my performance a little bit, at least while I work on the at least while I fix the face. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Why is it lagging? Good question. It's so weird. On my end, it doesn't seem lagging too much, but it's it might just be the stream. It might just be maybe running Blender, the stream, and Warudo at the same time. Armature should be after. Okay. There we go. Turn those off for now. Can probably enable them again. All right, let's see here. Let's see. How's that looking on your end? When moving verts. Okay. Let's try this. Seems a little tiny laggy, but not too much. Let's try doing something bigger. Eh. Not great, not terrible. Those are Solidify mods, aren't they? Yes, those are for, like, toon shaders, so I'm tempted to just turn those things off. They only add a superfluous effect to the model inside of to the material, and honestly, it's such a subtle effect that it probably might as well not exist. I probably don't even need it on the body. Let's see here. The biggest thing it will affect is actually rotating bones. You mean the toon shader, you mean? Let's see here. Let me come back to... Where is it? It's the modifiers. If you have the armature first, even for a little movement, it's regenerating the mesh with Solidify. Oh. Okay. So that's actually... Okay. I didn't actually think about that. So that's... Let's see. I got people texting me. Goodness gracious. Alright, turn that off. Cool. Yeah, so that makes sense. I can have... That's... that doesn't... the Solidify doesn't regenerate after the bones. Uh... Yeah, hopefully it's not lagging too much on your guys' end. It's still kind of laggy. You know, I'll turn those on. I'll turn those back off. If you have armature first, it's always armature last, so it regenerates the silver after. Instead of regenerated, you animate bone as you animate the bones. Okay. You can disable them if that helps lag. Yeah, just wanted to point it out so that when you try to animate the late, it's laggy as hell. Good point. Yes, if you want to animate later. Okay. All right. Let's bite the bullet. Let's bite the bullet and just do it. Ugh. Texture actually did kind of help me find what things are supposed to be connected to. Okay. How does the right side, how's the left side look? Oh, here we go. And wait a minute. So that's okay, that's just the triangulation that's screwing with me. Okay. I know that this line is definitely the corner of the mouth. So this comes up this way and up to there. Yes, I think that checks out. So I think that's supposed to go to the corner of the mouth. Oh no, there's a hole in the bucket. Yes. Ugh. There's gonna be a lot more holes in the buckets. Please tell me. Oh, thank God. Okay. So at least I can figure out... Okay, yeah, so that's... That very side edge loop is definitely supposed to be the corner of the mouth, so let's follow this. Follow this. Aha. That goes there. At least I'm quite positive it goes there. Little laggy. Okay. I think this is supposed to go over here. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna have to accept it. It bothers me, but I'm just gonna have to accept it. Okay. God damn it. I should probably... It's gonna retriangulate anyway, so it doesn't matter. That's stressful. That just kind of... I just felt my... That whole thing... That just raised my blood pressure. God. I'm not mad. I'm just frustrated. But, yeah, it's a tiny little thing that I just have to kind of fix as I go along. But, in any case, yeah. Let's see here. How long have I been going? 2 hours, 44 minutes? Holy crap. Actually, I've been going on a little bit further than I thought I would today. Yeah, today I figured I'd just do a debut stream and just kind of a short debriefing for myself and just kind of talk about the things that I liked and things that I didn't like about the model and things that I need to adjust. And I thought, you know what? Why don't I use the time to fix the shape keys, and maybe even fix a few vertices that I found that's going, even the other things there. But, oh lord. Yeah, in any case. Yeah, I learned, overall, I learned a lot about character modeling, and the next time I approach it, and I think I really will approach it, I think I really will do another character. So I think after, there's a few other things that I'll probably approach very differently the next time I try it, but for my first time, could be worse. Could be a lot better though, but could be way worse, in my opinion. But honestly, I'm gonna see if I can do my best to stick to environments, because I think my skills are a little bit stronger in terms of creating environments. But you know, this really started more off as a fun project that I could use to learn how to create a VTuber model for myself. But yeah, anyway. Definitely is a lot of fun, though. I really enjoy it. What is going on here? You know, what if... That tries to quad you did before messed up the flow. It did. It did. If I re-triangulate... Oh. Yeah. Let's see. Come on. Actually, it should be Control-T. Okay. The flow was, I can figure it out. I know I can. Save. I kind of need to process all this. That may break it more. Oh. Okay. Fuck. Alright. Alrighty. Can't do nothing right today, can I? When you do tries to quads, it's usually not... It's usually... When you do tries to quads, if it's not right, you usually need to undo. Okay. Yeah. Because if you triangulate manually again, it might triangulate differently to how it was. Ow. So it doesn't triangulate consistently. Oh, that's nuts. Some might be the opposite. Oh my god. There's a little bit of weird... well... Then again, that shading doesn't really appear to be too big of a problem inside of the rendered mode, so I'll try not to worry too much about that. As cringy as it looks. Scroll back up. Which one was I working on again? That's right. Oh gosh. Alright, little bit of stretching here. Little bit of stretching on the textures I can see on the corners of the mouth. Alright, sculpting. Oh boy. Turn this down. Because remember, for the eye shape, it's a little bit, the mouth is a little bit more of a vertical type of shape. I might need to just actually pull this down further. That might actually help. Okay. A little better. Very questionable, but that's going to be the name of the next couple of weeks as I fix my model. Highly questionable, but kind of works. Thankfully, I have a backup of the of this model, so I can at least revert. I can at least revert back to the model that he gave me, because this is like a backup of the or rather like an iteration that I saved on. So I have a backup of the new file that he had sent me. I'll just have to do some stitching again. I'll have to think about that, what my next move should be. So, you know what? I'm going to sleep on it. I am going to sleep on this, because I feel like... my brain is kind of a mess right now. So, kind of going around... discovering that I had these vertex issues, and then accidentally screwing up the topology by doing tries to quads. Man. So, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, it is what it is. It's not garbage. It's workable. Yeah, I'm not really digging that. Okay, yeah. So, I wasn't really going to spend too much time today, because I wanted to stream again. Let's see. Send me the file, and I can do face back to quads without breaking. Are you sure? Okay. Alright, I'll send you the blend file. Thank you. I feel kind of bad. I feel bad, though. Here we go. And then... hopefully this works. Oh, my files... It says my files are too powerful. Okay. Let's try zipping. Wait, no, don't. Be happy. Okay. Alright. I'll do my best. Thank you. Alright. Come on. Send to... yeah, let's try compressed first. It might still be too big, but we will see. Still too big. Okay. In Blender? Oh, what if I... yeah. Should I just export it as an FBX? Let's see. Selected. Mesh. Where is it? Z forward. I guess I'll keep these as the default. Let's see. Save again normally as a blend file. Okay. File. save as, and then click the cog on the top right. Ah, compress. Okay. I'll call this one Skittles. Save as. Let's try this out. It says my files are still too powerful, so it needs to be under upload files up to 500 megabytes. Okay, so I need to make it less than 500 megabytes or less than 25. Oh, okay, hang on. I guess we could And where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hopefully this works. Okay. I sent it to you as a WinRAR. Hopefully this works. Yeah. But yeah, mostly today I kind of wanted to test out the model and just see if it works. I don't mean to take up too much of your time. Also, oh, you know what might actually help me? Might help my stream if I don't have two versions of Blender running at the same time. Let's, yeah, I guess I'll save that. Thanks for the help, dude. I really appreciate it. I feel really lucky having good viewers like you. Oh. Let's see here. Is that so? I'm guessing that's probably gonna take you a while if I had to guess. Not that long? Okay. Should I, I was thinking about wrapping up my stream in a few minutes, because it's getting, let's see here. Oh, ad starts in the next 13 minutes or so. Yeah, I was originally thinking about only streaming for like 2 hours, but yeah, that's, yeah, it's kind of funny how this turned into a bigger thing. Let me take a drink here. Here we go. Ugh. What I need is to create like a little hand prop for myself so that I can enable it every time I drink. What I really would like to try to figure out is, you know, try to get more, once I get the blend shapes figured out more, I would like to figure out more expressions. So like, well, they're called expressions inside of Naruto, where I can basically mix some things together and assign them to hotkeys. So that's something I would definitely like to try to, that's something that I'll need to take a few courses in. So although this week, I will mostly be concentrating on my coffee house, just trying to make that better. So finally fixing up the some props, that sort of stuff. But yeah, mostly I'm kind of reached the stage for my character model that's I can start doing some incremental fixes along the way that shouldn't, you know, that's, oh, hold on, could you send me the original instead? Okay, yeah, 1 second. File, recent, Yeah, save. Okay, and not that long. So could you say the one from the guy with the tries, so I can convert? Oh, okay. So he should, yeah. Come on. Yeah. So here's the original, and I've also got the yeah. This has got the body, the new body, the triangulated body, and the old body too. So this this should be the one that we were trying to figure out earlier. Before the tries to quads. Oh, hold on. Hang on. Okay, so let's see here. Room draft, room backup. Yeah, we'll try this one. So let's see. Recent Rune V5-1. Yeah, save. Okay, so this one should have all of the original blend shapes and original rig, and before tries to quads. So this should be the one. So yeah, this is the file that he pretty much handed me. So I will save this as a copy. Did you change? No, not really. The only ones I really changed on the file that I had sent you was A, E, I, and O. Let's see here. Rune V5. I'll call this one tries. Yeah. Cog, compress. I don't know what remap relative pass when saving. I don't know what remap relative means, but I'll just keep that, I think. Okay. And then yeah. Okay. This should be the... Okay, that should be the backup there. All right. Any case, yeah, let's see here. It's such a relief that I don't have to see the, that I've, in my to-do list, I don't have anything for my character anymore here, so that's completely cleared off. So now all I have to worry about is just, all the stuff from my VR chat level. So a lot of these are going away pretty quickly, so I'm pretty thankful for that. Yeah, tomorrow I think I'm gonna focus mostly on, let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna focus mostly on fixing up the bottles textures. I did actually get some pretty good input from those when I posted those on Twitter the other week. So yeah, I'll do some fixes there, and I'll work on the other set of bottles, and yeah, I can start doing some other stuff here. But yeah. Yeah, this'll definitely be a bit of a priority here, because I want to fill up all the shelves on the inside of my coffee house. All right. Sorry if I'm being really boring right now. see here if I can adjust something with my character. Actually, or rather my scene. Let's see here. Directional light. Let's try changing that to white. There we go. Actually, yeah, I'm liking that a little better. His face is a little bit more pinkish, though. I think that's a little bit more to do with... Let's try my lookup tables. Tone mapping. LUT. Yeah, let's go for something a little bit more subtle. 0.4. Yeah. That's a little better. Yeah, I'm a little bit... Yeah, I think that's a little bit nicer. Vibrance. Too reddish. .4. Contrast. Just out of curiosity, let's see what this does. Mostly contrast on the shadows. I think I'll keep that at 1. Tint, bloom. I wonder if there's a way that I can... Let's check my camera settings. Can I... let's see, main properties, controls... Field of view. Let's try turning this up a little bit and then zooming in. This might make it a little bit more... Oh, that's too wide. Yeah, if I turn the field of view down a little bit. There we go. Let's try this. Yeah. Yeah, the wide angle on the lens was actually kind of making it a little bit too weird looking. Definitely exaggerated the proportions of the head, so I think this is a slightly better setting for that. It's kind of struggling with tracking. Although it might be because I'm changing the settings. Or maybe I'm just not... Oh, hang on. Maybe if I move closer. Okay. Kind of, sort of. Yeah. Yeah. Insert pixelate. Yep. There we go. Hang on. Okay. There we go. All right. So yeah, there's going to be an ad that starts in about 3 minutes or so. So I kind of run out of things to do, and also my head's kind of fried. So it probably would be a better idea for me to just kind of sleep on it for now. But yeah, you can take your whatever changes that you intend to do there with your. You can take your time on that. I don't mean to take up any. Yeah, I really appreciate you. Thank you for being patient with me, and I really appreciate all the awesome Skittles skills that you teach me, and yeah, but yeah, no pressure on that. So I can't. I was gonna say something, but I can't think of it. All right, I'm gonna call it. Yes, I can't. My brain is not braining right now. Yeah, I'll message you in the morning. I actually have tomorrow off, and you know, thanks to the good old red, white, and blue day. But yeah, yeah, I'll just chillax. I'm pretty happy with all the progress that I did, despite some of the little fixes. But yeah, thank you guys. Bye. Come on, can I get the hand wave there? Come on, little laggy there. Goodness. Bye-bye. I just gotta use the wrist there. Alright. You have a good night. Thank you again.